Hi. So, the greatest lesson of yoga, and the one that I would love for you to learn, is that your breath is the missing pillar of your health. I know you breathe all day and you're probably pretty healthy, but our breath, it is an ancient science and now recently being explored with all these new tests. And we're learning that our breath is directly related to our mind. Take a big breath in. See if you can relax your belly and get full. Take a breath out. There's two sides of each breath, an inhale and an exhale. And our mind can move with the breath, or it moves by itself, and so does the breath. So let's break that down. We are the only animals in the world that I know of that can control the length, the pressure, the holding of their own breath. We are also the only animals that have a prefrontal cortex. This is the area of our mind that does the higher order thinking, right? So, as we learn more about the breath, we know that our breath can help direct our mind. Let's learn more about the breath. So, each inhale and exhale takes an average human 3.3 seconds. That breath means that you take about 20 breaths in 1 minute. And that gives you 670 million breaths in an average lifespan. Did you know that breathing is actually a powerful medicine? The number one reason people go into emergency rooms right now is due to anxiety. Our breath can support our anxiety decreasing. Why? Because, like I mentioned, it influences the nervous system. So, your breath, your heart, and your head are all in conversation. It also influences our physical health, our weight, the health of our organs in our stomach. The size of our lungs are affected by how we breathe. And even, especially, the endocrine system is affected by how we breathe, which are all the hormones that your brain releases. And this affects all of the body's organs and functions and tissues. So, what can we do to start relearning how to breathe? Because the breath can make us find what's called homeostasis, or a calm rhythm to live by, to live through, to live with. Let's practice. I find it most beneficial to lie on your back so that you can be supported by the ground and place one or both hands on your stomach. Lift up your ribs and roll your shoulders under your back, and your knees can be bent, and simply knock them together so you don't have to hold them up. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and notice the moment you close your eyes, you're invited to begin to look at the invisible that lies within. Take a breath and start to notice as you breathe where you feel your breath the most obvious. See if you can focus on the one area that you feel the inhale and exhale. Now imagine your lungs were like a balloon. Seal your lips and breathe in through your nostrils and fill the balloon of your lungs till it gets to the most full without any stress. Relax your body, fill your low back with breath, and then exhale as slowly as you can out the nostrils. Do this a few more times. Simply inhale your breath through the nostrils, feel it press towards the forehead, and then expand your chest and torso. And as you exhale, observe what your body does on the side of your exhale. So start to teach yourself that the inhale is always expansive and opening and big, where the exhale is neutralizing, calming, and brings you home. A few more breaths, inhale, and start to lengthen and slow down your breath. Feel your lungs stretch to their fullest capacity and pause. Hold your breath in for a moment, and then exhale out your nose as slowly and smoothly as you can. When you're empty, pause. And then inhale, slowly draw the breath in through your nostrils again. Once you're totally full, fill your lungs and then pause. Feel the sensation of fullness and try to relax your body a little. And then exhale, allow the belly button to drop towards your spine and all the breath to leave you. When you're fully empty, pause. And we'll do that 2 more times. Slow breath in. See if instead of living in your head, you can watch yourself breathe. Pause and watch the breath turn into an exhale. One more breath. And pause. Nice. You can bring your hands down by your sides, straighten both of your legs, and we'll move with the breath again. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Take your whole breath just to lift it. And exhale, strong straight leg lowers like it's moving through honey or mud. Left leg, inhale, lift your left leg. Squeeze the leg muscles and find your feet energized. And exhale, slowly lower the leg all the way to the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Grab on behind the thigh and exhale, roll your shoulders on your back. All right, you know this pose. So use your foot and flex through the foot, point through the foot, I guess, and flex through the toes. Squeeze your right leg strong. And then remember to balance your nervous system, you control your breath and the whole body relaxes. Take a big breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your nose. Let your hips be heavy. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Pay attention to your body and your breath. Inhale. Squeeze the right leg strong. As you exhale, lower it slow and gracefully to the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Squeeze the leg strong. So point your foot to the sky, flex your toes back, and exhale, grab onto the back of your leg. Energize the straight leg and breathe. So meet your body with your breath. Meet your emotions with your breath. Take a big breath in and just feel your body get big. Smooth breath out the nose. Activate the left leg. Even the right leg is active. 1 more breath. Pull your leg a little closer. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly lower the leg all the way to the floor. Nice. Bring both of your knees into your chest and rock and roll up into a seat. Sitting tall is truly imperative or extremely important to breathing into the abdomen. So as our lungs get bigger in our chest, there's a muscle called the diaphragm that drops down into the belly. As the lungs expand, that muscle pushes down. As we breathe the air out of our lungs, that muscle pushes the air out of our lungs, emptying. So the diaphragm is actually working right now, even though you're not purposely moving your breath. See if you can pay attention to the action it does. Put your hands on your abdomen, close your eyes, take a big breath in, and as you breathe your lungs full, there's a part right below your lungs, a muscle that's like a jellyfish that drops down into your belly. And as you exhale, draw the belly button into the spine, and the muscle of the diaphragm lifts to empty your lungs. Try it a few more times. Breathe in, The belly expands as the lungs expand. And breathe out, and the diaphragm of the torso lifts to empty your lungs. Kind of complex. Two more breaths. Inhale, relax your abdomen, and stretch your lungs to the fullest potential. Exhale, breathe all the air out, and watch your belly go in and up a little to empty your lungs. One more. Inhale and exhale. Breathing is powerful medicine for your mind. Your mind is spinning all day. We learned language. We learn how people communicate. We are trying to wrap our head around this crazy world we live in. The mind was evolved with language. And our next process and evolution of the mind is finding a stop button to that incessant rambling of your inner voice. In yoga, we try to pay attention to the body and the breath to quiet down or give less energy to the mind. You're born with an abundant amount of energy. If you feel like you're always tired, you might need to work on your breathing. So let's move with our breath. Want to try? Inhale, left hand to the floor, right hand high. Exhale, bend to the side. Now we'll move with breath. Inhale up. Switch. Exhale, bend. Now feel. Inhale. Exhale, press your right button to the floor, rainbow your ribs. Inhale up. And exhale, side. Good. Inhale again. As you exhale, stay here for 3 breaths. In this pose, push your right button to the floor and drop your head. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Notice the right lobe of your lung is bigger than your left. And a smooth breath out will start to stretch you a little more on your side body. One more breath here. You're stretching muscles between each rib, which are intercostal muscles that support breathing deep. Come on to center. Inhale, lift your left hand to the sky, root your right palm, and exhale, side bend. Lower your ear towards your shoulder and breathe. Push your left button to the floor, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bend even more. Rainbow out the ribs. Good. Inhale, sit on up. Bring your knees together. You can sit super tall like this, not like this. Try to breathe with your back rounded. It's just not as thorough. It's not as full. You don't get all the energy that you could get. So sit up tall like you a king or a queen. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, right hand behind you, twist over to the right. You can grab onto your shins with the left hand. Close your eyes as you look over the back shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and feel how you expand in your lungs and in your whole body. As you exhale, sit taller, draw your belly in, and twist a little more. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, open up your chest. Good. Come back to center. Right hand or other side. Other hand behind you. Sit up really tall. Big breath in, please, through your nose. And exhale, roll open your upper torso. Look over the back shoulder, close your eyes. Why? Because your eyes give you stories. Your senses draw your mind like horses draw a carriage. Take a big breath right into your heart. As you breathe out, sit taller and open up your front chest a tiny bit more. Nice. And now come back to center. Simply move with your breath with your arms. So inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, roll your heart up to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chin. And exhale, fold over your legs. Try it again. Inhale, sit up, reach your hands out and up. Reach like there's energy in your arms. Exhale, hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, roll your shoulders on your back, lift your chin. Exhale, round all the way down. Lift your hands to the sky. 2 more. Inhale, reach your hands up. Stretch, push your butt in the floor. Exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, a little back bend. So reach your fingers into the floor. Lift your chin and heart. Exhale, fold. 1 more. With your breath, don't forget. Breathe in, lift your hands up. So we start to dance with our breath. Exhale, interlace our hands. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the heart and chin. And exhale, round. Nice. Place your hands on your knees for 1 more seated posture here. It kind of looks interesting. So with your hands on your knees, you're going to do an inhale, back bend. Roll your shoulders on your back, lift your heart and chin. And exhale, round. So straighten your arms, pull on your knees as you drop your chin to your chest. Now with your breath, breathe in, make it a little more dancey. At the end of your breath, you meet the end of the pose and breathe out. And when you're fully empty of breath, finish the pose to its end. 2 more, inhale. We're waking up the spine. Exhale. 1 more, big breath in, roll your shoulders on your back, lift your heart and chin, and exhale. Good, come back up to a seat. So the in-breath is specifically related to the nervous system that's the sympathetic part. So when you get scared, you're like, you breathe in, you gasp. When there's fear, you gasp, right? So the inhale has a lot to do with your mind getting wound up. That's why when you're mad, you're like, right? You're kind of heaving. The exhalation deals with what's called or relates to the parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and digest. If you want to start getting chill, start taking longer exhales in all you do. Let's try it. So come on to just like quadruped, so like any animal, and inhale, reach your right leg to the wall behind you, lift your head. Breathe in. Long exhale, round your back, knee to nose. 2 more. Inhale, energize your back leg, especially the inside of it. Extend. Exhale, long exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. Just 1 more. Breathe in and extend that leg up and back. And when you're ready to exhale, pull your belly button up to your spine. Empty your breath completely and hug the thigh in. Good. Put your right knee on the floor, right hand on the floor. Kick your right toes behind you. It's like a side plank variation. Now breathe in, and if you're like, I'll do full plank, that's cool, whatever you want to do. But breathe in, lift the top hand, inhale. As you breathe out, take your hand over your head and rainbow out the body. Good. Inhale, lift the hand up. And exhale, rainbow out your body. Nice. 2 more. We're just trying to feel our body. Inhale. And feel our breath. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. And exhale, stretch over the side you go. Good. Back to our quadruped pose. This time, extend your left leg up to the wall and open your heart. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Hug the thigh up to the belly. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Now dance with your breath. Last one. Inhale, take your inhale all the way from crown to the big toe. And exhale, round. Gorgeous. Left hand onto the floor, left knee. We'll take side plank version again. Right hand to the sky. If you want to take full side plank, that's fine. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in and push into the floor. As you breathe out, stretch the top hand over your head and rainbow out the ribs. 3 more. Inhale. Slow down your breath and your movement. Exhale. Breathe in and out of your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, reach over your head. Squeeze the straight right leg and then both hands to the floor. So, in yoga, every breath is paid attention to. And eventually we take yoga into our life so that we can watch every breath we take. That probably sounds boring to most of us. But I promise you, as I get older, I realize that the breath was taught to ninjas, warriors, samurais, gurus. The breath was taught in ancient times. It says in Native American culture, they used to seal their babies' lips anytime they saw them open. Because breathing in and out of your nose is extremely important. If you notice you breathe out of your mouth sometimes, see if that's a pattern you can change. The nose is for breathing, the mouth is for talking and eating. So let's do a tiny bit of standing poses, wake up our whole body and move with our breath. Cool? Please come to stand. Maybe I'll move this back a tiny bit. All right. So when you breathe in, it's always expansive in yoga. So as you breathe in, reach your arms out and up and really reach to the sky and press into the floor. When we breathe out, we usually fold. So exhale, fold, inhale. Hands to your knees, inhale, halfway lift. It's getting big and open in the pose. And then exhale, fold again. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up with a flat back. Lift yourself slowly. And you see, we move with grace, just like the breath moves with grace. Think about the words we've learned from breath. Inspire, inspiration, expire, or expiration. In some ancient religions and traditions, the breath is actually considered spirit. It's said we are given 670 million breaths in an average lifespan. But I promise, although most people breathe 20 times in 1 minute, I think you can breathe 5 breaths in 1 minute. And breathing slowly, I promise, brings more health, more energy, and more happiness to your everyday. Let's try it. Inhale, reach your hands out and up. Exhale, slow as you can, float down towards a forward fold. You can bend your knees a little, drop your head. Inhale, roll your heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back. Pay attention, big breath in. As you exhale, lower to your belly. Point your toes, inhale, lift your chest, expand it. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Zip your elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders on your back and down from your ears. Exhale, over the knees, toes touch, knees wide, child's pose. For this child's pose, walk your hands over to the right and put your left hand on top of your right and lower your head. With your head lower, you can start to feel the stretch in your left side. Again, you're stretching the muscles that help you breathe deeper. See if you can notice how your left lobe here feels bigger, is less compressed than your right. Notice how even if you breathe a full breath, you stretch your body. How does that feel? 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands to the center. Notice if you answered that question in your head and just feel the body. Right hand on top of left, lower your head completely. One side could be very different, especially if you have a baby or babysit a lot and carry the kid on the one side. It gets shorter on one side of our body. So relax your head. Breathe until you feel your body stretch and pay attention to that feeling. And as you exhale, watch your spine soften. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Walk yourself back into center. Come onto your hands and knees, and we'll step our right foot forward. Last few poses of the class. So in this lunge pose, we're going to move with breath. Flip your toes under. Notice how I have like very 90-degree angles. Yoga has some sacred geometry involved in it. So every pose is not just like sloppy. It's very specifically aligned in the body for best health. Hop up on that back leg. This is the big one, a big lunge. And inhale, reach your hands up high. And exhale, bow to your own power as you reach your hands back, head forward. You're stronger than you think. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Woo! One more breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Hands to the floor. Switch legs. Step your left foot forward. You can keep your right leg straight and strong. And then inhale. Push through the feet to come on up. Articulate energy into the feet. And then breathe in. Reach both hands skyward. And exhale. Hands back, head forward. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. With your breath, get out of your head. You got it. Big breath in. And full breath out. Good. Hands to the floor. You can lower your knees, cross your ankles, and come all the way down to laying down. We'll finish with some breath work. So often we'll do breath work sitting, but I feel it's great to start it lying down. So if that feels comfortable, instead of just falling asleep, remind yourself that you're here for your optimal health. And to start organizing our brain in the healthiest way, we have to learn how to concentrate on the present moment. So close your eyes, roll your shoulders underneath your body. You can knock your knees together with your legs bent, or your legs can go straight out if that's comfortable. Put your hands on your ribs and belly. And breathe in and watch everything get big. Watch your chest expand, your abdominals expand, even your low back to the floor. As you exhale, from the bottom of your body, the breath leaves out the top. Inhale, it feels like a wave crashing on the shore of your body. And exhale, slowly pull your breath out. Feel your body in space and let it be heavy. Breathe in. And breathe out. And as you lay here, I want you to breathe in and count how long it takes you to inhale. Is it to 4, 5, or 6? And when you're full, stop and pause and exhale a little longer and slower than you inhaled. Again, inhale. I want you to learn your number for what's comfortable for you to breathe in. 4 or 5. And then exhale, slow the breath down even longer. So if you counted 4 on the inhale, do a 6 or 7 count exhale. Do this a few more times, and your mind will try to distract you into other things to be nervous or fearful or anxiety or shameful about. That's the ego. But you're in your intellectual part of your mind. Right behind the forehead, I invite you to wake up your attention. You can pay attention to anything, but what you pay attention to, what you give your energy to, will come back at you. The breath is light and free. It is powerful, and it literally is called inspiration as you breathe in. Let that inspire you to connect to the coolest part of you, the beautiful part of you. And as you fill your lungs up, notice how you feel right in the heart. Three more breaths where you count. Inhale. When you're ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try that rhythm twice more. Now put no effort in breathing. Put all your effort in paying attention, opening your ears and listening is the first thing I did that supported me being able to quiet down my inner voice. Do absolutely nothing. Lay heavy. Be quiet in your mind as you look behind your closed eyes at endless black space. All right, big breath in. Smooth breath out. Big breath in. Pull your breath in through your nose. Relax your belly. Fill the lungs up like a balloon. As you exhale the air out of the balloon of your lungs, everything drops towards the floor. Belly and ribs and head. 2 more breaths. Wiggle into the body again. Stretch your hands over your head. Squeeze the body. All the muscles hug the bones that they're attached to. And then relax. Bend one knee at a time and push your feet into the floor. Walk your feet a little wider and just windshield wiper your knees back and forth. You can bring your knees into your chest and rock and roll up to a seat. I want to teach you one breath practice before we leave. And this is called alternate nostril breathing. So write it down. You don't have to do anything except breathe in first. Imagine you're breathing in through your right nostril right up to your forehead. Then breathe out from your forehead, your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril and exhale out your right nostril. Close your eyes. Try it twice more. Inhale through your right nostril to your forehead. Exhale from your forehead out your left nostril. Inhale, left nostril. And exhale out the right. You can bat your eyes open. That's a great balancing breath for when you have nervous energy or are feelings like clogged up in your head, or maybe to get you to go to sleep. Thank you for your time. Thank you for starting to learn the importance of how you breathe